Today you made it. Let's applaud the Lord today. He alone is worthy of all of the praise. You that have Bibles, would you place them in your hands and raise them in the air, as is our custom. Here at the temple, we love God's word. We love His word. So we raise our Bibles high, for we are not ashamed. Your own room clean. I'm going to get back to John, but I'm going to be on you for a while. If you don't learn how to keep your own room clean, come on here. It's going to be difficult for somebody to entrust you with a house. We ought to give God a good reason why He should bless us. Why He should heal us. Why He should deliver. But I came to tell you that everything that Jesus did was not celebrated.
That's right, Bishop.
There were some things that Jesus did, it made folks become His enemy. I thank God for the believer. I thank God for the disciples of Christ, those that made up their minds and didn't change their minds, that they were going to follow Him all of the way. Because see, when Jesus went and made disciples, He did not tell them everything that was in the script.
That's right.
Oh yeah, he just simply said, follow me and I'll make you fishers of men. They did not know what all of that consisted of. No doubt they may have thought they was going fishing.
Come on.
They may have thought that all they was going to have to do was just sit back and relax and be at ease. But Jesus allowed them to see the suffering that He went through.
That's right.
Giving them insight and a clue as to what they would have to go through if they continued to follow Him. Well, Jesus says in this text that we read today, He said, the poor ye have with you always. But He made the statement clear when He got to the point where He said, but me, the Christ, I'm only going to be here for a short time. You will not have me with you always. So you got to learn to, He was speaking to those in that day and time, you got to learn how to appreciate the Christ when you have Him with you. Y'all ain't gonna say that. I know I got somebody that appreciate me here now. Pastor, you appreciate me. You do, because you realize that I'm not going to be here always. And you realize that you're not going to be here always. But those of us that are here now, we need to gather a greater appreciation for one another. Is that right? Because it may be the next generation, and I pray that it is. It will be the next generation that will take this ministry to another height. Y'all ain't gonna talk to me today. I pray that the next generation will take this ministry to another dimension. And I don't have a problem with it. Y'all ain't gonna talk today. Y'all kind of quiet, but I don't have a problem with it, because if I do my job, if I do my job of passing on the seed that was planted in me, God one day is going to give increase greater than anything you've ever dreamed in your life. Anything that you could ever conceive in your mind, you're going to see a praise temple that is beyond walls. You will see a praise temple that goes beyond the city of Linden. Y'all ain't gonna talk. You don't be talking over here for a while. You will see a praise team that goes beyond the state of New Jersey. See, because believe it or not, every church ought to be a praise temple. I'm not talking about in name. I'm talking about in this temple. God gave me that thought early this morning that everything that in God ought to be a temple of praise. Come on. Because every child of God ought to always have a praise for his Father. You should learn how to appreciate what you have. Jesus was saying, the poor you will have with you always. But He was preparing them for the day and the time when He was going to leave and go away. Well, He said, I will not leave you comfortless. Come on here. He said, if I don't go away, then the next phase can't happen. The comforter will not come. And so Jesus understood that, He had to go through death, but death wasn't going to be the final chapter. He understood that beyond death was another life. So folk get caught up in crying. I understand the emotions of death. We all have to go through that, but there is victory on the other side of death. Wish I could get somebody to understand that. And so that's why the Bible said we don't weep as those that have no hope. Jesus understood that hope was on the other side of His death. And so He says here, the poor you shall have with you always, but me, I'm going to have to go away. But before I go away, I want to condition you. I've got to prepare you. I got to prep you for what's going to happen. See, because every day, the truth be told, is not going to be Sunday. Everybody's not going to celebrate you. Everybody's not going to like you. And some of your greatest haters are going to be right in your family. They're going to share your last name. Some of your most people that will despise you the most will be those of your own whole household. Y'all ain't gonna talk. But I came to tell you that they don't hate nobody. You got enough haters in the world. We don't need no addition to the church of hateration. They got enough members. You got to love your enemy. You got to treat them right. But you got to understand that the person you see is really not your enemy. I wish I had more time to deal with that. The Bible said we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities. Spirits that are higher than you can even conceive. There's some stuff you can't see that's lurking out there. Jesus just simply called him a thief. Oh yeah, when he was trying to encompass things, he said there's spiritual wickedness in high places. He said, yeah, you might not be able to see them, but that thief, oh bless God. He said, let me inform you, let me prep you for the thief. Let me tell you why he's coming. He said, the thief cometh but to steal, to kill, and to destroy. So when you get to the text about the 12th chapter of John, you see here that the text is not only about Jesus. Oh, yeah. I'm going to talk about Jesus, but I'm going to move away from him because I got to get to you. See, Jesus in the text is the focal point at this time because he's still here. And the Bible let me know that there were some that were coming after Jesus. And they were coming after him because they was upset with him. They was mad with him because he was going around writing miracles. Jesus was doing things on the Sabbath day which was against their law. Jesus let them know, I didn't come to do away with the law. I just simply came to fulfill the law. See, they thought that Jesus was doing work on the Sabbath because he was healing people. You got to understand that that wasn't work for Jesus. That was pleasure. To go by and say, take up your bed and walk. To say, get up, y'all ain't gonna talk to me. Make the blind man to see on the Sabbath day. Folk got all upset about a calendar day. Let me tell you something. If I've been hurting for year in and year out, you best believe I don't care what day Jesus comes. He can come at 3 o'clock in the morning on a Wednesday, early in the morning, and heal my sin sick soul. Y'all ain't gonna talk to me. It don't have to be no Sunday when you get saved. There's a whole lot of folk that got saved on a Friday night, on a Saturday night, y'all ain't gonna help me, but on a Monday morning, Jesus can save you.
Yes, he can. That's right. Yes,
You can't pin Jesus down to a day on a calendar. He's every day walking. You can't pin him down to a time on a clock. He's time walking. Jesus don't wear a watch, and he don't look at a timepiece nor a calendar. He's time walking. He can suspend animation and hold up time. He can accelerate it and make it move faster. You still wouldn't know what time it is. That's why we all mixed up now. You got daylight savings, Eastern Standard, Central Time. You don't know what time it is. You call somebody across country, talking about it's 9 o'clock here. They talking about no 12 here. Come on. We're all messed up. We don't know what time it is. You turn the clock forward a little while, next thing you turn it back. What time is it? I don't know, child. I'm just changing watches and clocks. After a while, we don't know what the seasons is. In the winter, it go to getting hot. In the summertime, it get cold. Jesus is soon to come. But you cannot tell me that he didn't prepare us for times like this. Jesus prepped us. He said, you will not have me with you always. But oh, blessed be God. Thank God for preparation. See, when Jesus went around and writing miracles, some